Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm reviewing Bright, the movie by Netflix. It was released about a week ago, week and a half ago. Excuse the hoodie. I look like a Sith Lord. It's really cold right now in my house. The boiler isn't working properly. But yeah, so I'm reviewing Bright. Just finally watched it with my wife a few minutes ago, and I was like, you know what? Let me just sit down and review this while everything is still fresh in my head. And I actually like the movie. I don't know why critics bash it. It's sitting on like a 30% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's I don't know. People say they don't like it. I don't see why. I mean, I don't think it's like earth shattering or world changing movie event of the year, but I don't think it's a bad movie. I did see some flaws in it. I found Will Smith with Joe Edgerton, I believe his name is, the orc in the movie. They didn't have much chemistry. Will Smith, I felt like he was missing something in that role. I really don't think Will Smith has been good for like the last 10 years. I think he's fell off and has a bit of a misstep, but that's just my personal opinion on him. I still think he's a great actor. I just feel like the roles he's picked and how he's portrayed them hasn't been the best. And in this movie, I didn't really like his character. He wasn't a likable character. Even if his character was meant to be like a dick, sometimes people root for asshole characters and dickheads, and I couldn't find myself to root for him at all. I honestly just wanted to see Jacoby, which is Joe Edgerton's character that he plays an orc in the movie, and I just wanted to see his character, and I kept wanting to watch him in the movie and see what he'll say and do in certain situations because his character was just so like fun to watch in the situations that him and Will Smith's characters was put in, and the world that they create in the Bright movie is a world that I would love to see explored. I really don't think it should have been a movie. I think it should have been a series. The world for Bright is it's like our modern day world, except that instead of humans being the only race, there's three races, which are humans, orcs, and elves. And then I guess orcs are like the bottom of society, humans are in the middle, and then the elves are, the high archy of, I guess, out of the three races. And you see a lot of things that happen in the movie that kind of mirror what happens in our society, with people's backgrounds and things like that. You definitely see there's a lot of social, I guess, I'm missing the word, but a lot of social influences and political influences in this movie from real world events and culture and society, and you see that. I don't think it was too heavy handed. I think it was just right. Again, with the world though, I felt like they should have had this into a series because when I originally saw the trailer, I was like, oh, this is interesting. I would want to see this series, and then later I found out it was a movie, and I was like, I would rather see this explored as a series so you could flesh the history of the world, the different races and their interactions and things like that. And with a 2 hour movie, you can't really do that. There was a few times in the movie that they mentioned certain things, like 2,000 years ago when all three races band together to like stop like this evil thing, and you're like, okay, that sounds pretty cool. I want to know about that, but you don't. I want to know how the elves were able to run everything, because in this universe, in this world, the elves run everything. They're like all the celebrities. They're like the best athletes, best politicians. They run everything and they have the most money. And I want to know how that happened, but you don't know. They don't explain that because it's a 2 hour movie and you can only do so much. There are plans for a sequel. A sequel was already announced, and some things I'm assuming are going to be fleshed out in the sequel, but not a lot, because at the end of the day, the sequel is going to have some kind of major issue or problem that Will Smith's character and Joel Edgerton's are going to need to solve, and they won't have time to really delve into uh, the history or the culture of this universe or this world that they're currently living in. And then there is the yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Anything else I have to say about this movie? Probably not. No. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on Bright. I thought it was a good movie. If I had to give it from a scale from 1 to 10, I would give it a 7. I think everyone should, give it a try. It's a good movie. Some people might like it. Some people uh, might not, and that's okay. Movies, are subjective at the end of the day. Something that's universally panned, might be something you like, and something that everyone loves, you might not really be a fan of, and that's okay. That's the beauty of movies and art. And if you like buddy cop movies, you might like this. If you like anything cop related, you might like this. Also, if you're into like fairies, elves, and orcs and things like that, and fantasy, you might want to give this a try. It could be interesting, and you never know. Maybe in the future they could release books, comics, or some kind of content that expands this world and this universe. So I hope you guys like my review. I'm trying to do more things on YouTube and social media and with my phone, because my wife has this really cool um, ring light thing. I think it's for like makeup and makeup videos and stuff like that. And I saw her doing one and it looked really good. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use this to my advantage. It's pretty neat. You can really see everything. It's a nice setup because you can put your phone here in the middle. So I'll be doing these more often. And if you guys want to see me or hear me talk about anything movie, comic books, or video game related, just comment below, or send me a message or whatnot. Let me know, and then I'll try to upload a video on those subjects. My podcast with my 3 best buddies is coming back. We've just all been either out of the state or working due to the holidays, and we haven't been able to kind of schedule something with each other to be able to record and stuff like that. But once these holiday season's over, everyone's jobs are gonna die back down, and then we'll be able to come back and produce content for you guys. All right, but for right now, I'm just trying to scratch that itch, so I'm uploading stuff to my personal page. Once the boys come back in like another week or so, we'll start uploading things to our YouTube page, which is Podstars, and you could also follow us on Instagram and Twitter, Podstars. I think there's an underscore or something like that. I'll figure it out, and then I'll like maybe scribble it down in the bottom of the video, or leave a link in my YouTube video. All right, guys. So have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your holidays. Talk to you guys soon.